The conflict between Russia and Ukraine continues to escalate. Russia has intensified its missile attacks on Ukrainian infrastructure. These attacks are concentrated in eastern Ukraine. The United States and its allies are pushing for stronger sanctions against Russia. Russian President Vladimir Putin has proposed a transitional government for Ukraine. This proposal has further escalated tensions. Putin's suggestion is seen by many as an attempt to install a pro-Russian regime in Kyiv. The international community has largely rejected Putin's proposal. Recent reports indicate that Russia has deployed 11,000 North Korean troops to the conflict zone. These troops have reportedly clashed with Ukrainian forces in the Kursk region. The United States is considering allowing Ukraine to strike deep into Russian territory with US-made weapons. The Kremlin has criticized the US for escalating the situation. They argue that providing Ukraine with long-range weapons will only prolong the conflict. Former US President Donald Trump has expressed incredible concern about the escalating use of munitions in the conflict. The US-China trade war is intensifying. The US has imposed new tariffs on Chinese goods. These tariffs target a wide range of products, from electronics to clothing. China has retaliated with its own tariffs on US goods. This tit-for-tat exchange of tariffs has economists worried. They warn of global trade disruptions, supply chain issues, and higher consumer costs. The trade war threatens to undermine global economic growth. Both the US and China are feeling the effects of the trade war. Businesses are facing higher costs and reduced profits. Consumers are seeing prices rise on everyday goods. Negotiations between the two countries have stalled. There is no end in sight to the trade war. The International Monetary Fund has warned that the trade war is a serious threat to the global economy. NATO is increasing its military presence in Eastern Europe. This move is a response to Russia's aggression in Ukraine. NATO is deploying troops, missile systems, and conducting training exercises in the region. The goal is to deter further Russian aggression and reassure NATO allies in Eastern Europe. NATO members are concerned that Russia may try to destabilize other countries in the region. The increased military presence is a sign of NATO's commitment to collective defense. NATO's Article 5 states that an attack on one member is an attack on all. The alliance is taking steps to ensure it can fulfill this commitment. NATO's actions have been met with mixed reactions from Russia. Moscow has condemned the military buildup as provocative. They argue that NATO is trying to encircle Russia and undermine its security. Section 4. Turmoil on the home front. Trump's trade policy and the Supreme Court's abortion ruling. The United States is facing its own set of challenges. Former President Donald Trump's trade policies have shaken markets. Trump's plan for a 25% tariff on imported vehicles and parts caused turmoil in the auto industry. This tariff, which took effect on April 3rd, has the potential to raise car prices and impact global automakers. The auto industry is a major employer in the US, and the tariffs could lead to job losses. Meanwhile, the US Supreme Court is poised to rule on abortion rights. The court's upcoming decision could overturn precedent and significantly impact reproductive rights nationwide. The case has sparked protests and heated debate across the country. Adding to the nation's woes, record heat waves have hit multiple states. Unprecedented temperatures, exceeding 110 degrees Fahrenheit in some areas, have led to heat-related illness warnings. Emergency services have been overwhelmed by the heat wave. Section 5. Sports Roundup. Maher returns to the Eagles and NBA playoffs heat up. In sports news, Ilona Maher has returned to the USA Rugby 15 squad. Maher, a star player for the USA Eagles Sevens team, will rejoin the 15-a-side squad for matches against Japan and Canada. Her return is a boost for the Eagles as they prepare for upcoming international competitions. The NBA playoffs are heating up as well. Intense matchups continue, with the Golden State Warriors and Boston Celtics emerging as top contenders. Underdog teams have also put in impressive performances, adding to the excitement of the playoffs. The NBA playoffs are a global spectacle, with fans around the world tuning in to watch the best basketball players in the world compete. The competition is fierce, and the stakes are high as teams battle for the NBA championship. Section 6. Global Developments. From Athens airport expansion to climate protests. In global news, Athens International Airport is undergoing a major expansion project. The £540 million project aims to handle 40 million passengers annually by 2032. The expansion will include new lounges, modern facilities, and improved infrastructure. The project is expected to boost tourism and economic growth in Greece. Athens is a popular tourist destination, and the airport expansion will make it easier for visitors to travel to and from the Greek capital. Meanwhile, climate protests continue to take place around the world. Activists are demanding government action on carbon emissions and corporate accountability. They argue that urgent action is needed to address the climate crisis. The protests highlight the growing concern about climate change. People from all walks of life are joining the movement, calling for a more sustainable future. Section 7. Lifestyle trends in a changing world. Recession, hair, and the rise of digital nomadism. As the world grapples with economic uncertainty, a new trend has emerged. Recession hair. Rising living costs are driving people to opt for low-maintenance hairstyles that require fewer salon visits. Natural highlights and structured cuts are becoming increasingly popular. Recession hair reflects the desire to save money without sacrificing style. People are finding creative ways to adapt to the changing economic climate. Another trend shaping the way we live and work is the rise of digital nomadism. The increase in remote work options has fueled this surge. Young professionals in particular are embracing the digital nomad lifestyle. They are working from anywhere in the world, using technology to stay connected. Digital nomadism offers freedom and flexibility, allowing individuals to travel and experience new cultures while pursuing their careers. This trend has led to an increased demand for co-living spaces and international travel options.